Hello and welcome back to Albert versus the Asylum. Operation Dunkirk. Do I even have to explain what's going on here anymore? Everybody gets it, right? Christopher Nolan made a big movie. It had the word Dunkirk in the title. The Asylum was like, we want money, but we don't want to make a movie where boats rescue people in World War II. But we can name it after that town and set it in World War II, and we'll make some money from idiots. That's what's going on. That's how these things work. This is another mockbuster. So let's just dig right in. The first rule of Nazi Fight Club is down with the Zionist pigs.
Du bist stark.
It's really impressive that a man your age can bench 500.
Aber du wirst brechen. Das tun sie alle.
Which is a real shame because we keep forgetting to buy the extended warranty.
Das wird vielleicht ein bisschen wehtun.
My classmates voted me least likely to be a competent phlebotomist.
Es dauert ja einige Minuten, bis es wirkt.
If you don't mind, I'm going to play a few rounds of Candy Crush while we wait.
Du musst doch gewusst haben, dass wir dich finden werden.
You listed your Jew helping service in the yellow pages.
Was ist der Algorithmus?
How do we get our product to rank higher in Google search results?
Der Algorithmus?
Meanwhile, the Royal Navy, with the willing help of countless merchant seamen, strained every nerve to embark the British and Allied troops.
Oh yeah, no. Shocker, right? You came into this and you thought, Dunkirk? I bet we're gonna see that famous Miracle of Dunkirk like Christopher Nolan's movie was about. But no! No, it's just other unrelated events that also happened in Dunkirk. We could just have whatever happen in Dunkirk and call it something Dunkirk. The haunting in Dunkirk, and there's a ghost. It's Rock On Dunkirk, and it's like a rockumentary about a band playing in Dunkirk. Dunkirk Love, and it's about like a romance, but it's in Dunkirk.
And an increasing concentration of artillery.
Hey, can you change the channel? The shadow's about to come on in 5 minutes.
Themselves free from mines and torpedoes.
We've replaced this man's chewing tobacco with powdered sour warheads. Let's see if he notices.
British scientists have been working feverishly to develop radar technology that will see for hundreds of miles, even at night.
Not that it matters, but just so we're clear on the details here, radar had been developed pretty extensively in Britain before this point. It wasn't deployed until 1940 on a large scale, but the principles were super well understood. That's the least stupid thing that's going to happen in this movie, but I feel a need to address the historical accuracy element just a little bit. Google Maps says turn left up here, but I know a shortcut. Man, if we let this corn fall into the wrong hands, the Nazis could win the war. We simply can't let them get the upper hand in popcorn technology. Which guy's wearing green camouflage am I supposed to be cheering for here? Harry, get up! You're not dead! The bullet didn't even hit you!
Alles wirst du mir erzählen.
Well, in the beginning, the universe was created and there was a period of rapid expansion for several thousand years, followed by a long period of cooling.
Do you realize that we know where they are?
I've switched to English because the guy who types out the
My soldiers
subtitles
are on the
quit
way
today.
right now to pick them up.
My familia has nothing to do with this.
They hate math. They're all big into musical theater.
Der Algorithmus.
To a young woman with French resistance on her way to Kiev now.
Wait, they can't just have him write it down? Why doesn't he remember this important, vital piece of mathematics that he invented? Just to the left of that blood spatter.
Soon enough.
Wait a minute, why would you kill him? He didn't give you the formula. You don't have the formula. You still need the formula. And you do have the guy who came up with the formula in your possession. I get that he's annoying you and not telling you what the formula is right away, but your chances went from slim to none when you shot him in the head. How big is this cornfield anyway? Is this gonna turn into some kind of Blair Witch situation where they're just walking through cornfields for the rest of the movie and can never find their way out?
It's my son's birthday in 2 weeks.
I bought him a poo emoji pillow I really think he would have loved.
I haven't seen him yet. Since he was born.
He's turning 23.
I've actually been with a woman myself.
You've never been with a woman?
Not intimately, no.
So you've not had a shag?
Such a romantic, Walker.
What kind of conversation is this? Who just casually brings up, oh, by the way, guys, I'm a virgin. Just a couple of soldiers walking through a cornfield, and just came into my mind to mention that I've never had sex with a woman before. Isn't that weird?
Let's just find this crap and get the hell out of France, yeah? What do you say?
I say we've been walking through this cornfield for 3 days, and
Stinks.
I'm starting to think we might be lost.
Lieutenant, all due respect.
But you're
How
ugly.
do we know we can trust this scientist?
Oh, this must be it, Pats.
Yep, looks like the back of a Walmart Supercenter to me.
Stay sharp.
Oh, guys, look, 2x4s are half off. Okay, Johnson, you see about getting some of this plywood delivered. I'll be over in the electrical department.
Drop your weapons! Lower your gun!
I've had enough of you lumber bandits.
I said drop your gun! You should have a package for me.
Yes. Yes, I do.
It's right here in my pants.
How many are with you?
Just the 5 of us.
If we make it back home, we're thinking about opening a restaurant where we serve
All right.
burgers and
Where is
fries.
Angélique, c'est moi, Pierre. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Why do I get the feeling that she has shot at him in the past?
This is her.
You have the algorithm.
Oui,
May I see it?
I have not written it down. It's the only thing keeping me alive.
How? It's an algorithm for
sensible.
radar, not the
Then we should
Philosopher's
leave. What's
Stone.
the plan?
You must get here.
Shit, we've got company.
And the dining room is a mess.
So much for little to no enemy activity.
It is just the one truck.
see
I
if I
think we
can
still
delay them.
qualify for little.
All right, let's dig in, lads.
These
We were
pork
given a
chops
mission
aren't
and I
going to
plan
eat
on completing it.
themselves.
Paris. We're at the destination, sir, but the package isn't here. There is
a French girl with the resistance. Says she was given the algorithm by the scientist before he was captured by the Nazis. Has she shown it to you?
Says she has it memorized, sir.
Bloody hell.
Man, if only there was like some way to transmit the information from like one place to a separate place. Like if you had some kind of electromagnetic waves that would pass through the air and you could modulate those waves in such a way that they would carry information, maybe you could, you know, transmit. And I'm just coming up with this word off the top of my head. We can change it later if we want. But in some way move this information from one place to another without actually physically walking there. I realize that that's a science fiction pipe dream, but I'm just speculating. How cool would that be if we had one of those things, guys?
Oh, one more thing, sir. We also appear to have company.
How many?
7, but we only have
Looks
place
like a
settings for
transport
5,
heading our way.
sir.
Get your asses out of there before they arrive.
I don't care what you do with the rest of your body
Understood, sir.
parts.
F13C.
All right, men, let's get the lumber we need to build little Johnny's tree fort.
We know you are in there.
We can smell you.
Out.
Wait, what was that? His lips moved, but no sound came out. I'm not the only one who saw that, right?
We know you are in there.
We found you fair and square.
The British
Now you
forces
count,
inside.
and it is our turn to
Send
hide.
her out. You will all go free.
We will even throw in a Denny's gift card to sweeten the pot.
Well, I want to go home. We don't even know if she has the algorithm. And how do we know that this algorithm can even do what people say it can?
And what about bees, eh? Mathematics says they can't fly, but they keep going on flying anyway.
Can we really trust her?
I think that sounds fishy if you ask me.
I couldn't live with myself if we turned her in, sir. Let's complete the mission.
Yeah, why are we even having a conversation about whether we're going to do what the Nazis want or not? Is Donald Trump in charge of this mission? Tell these guys to screw off.
I've always thought it's a soldier's duty to protect those who can't protect themselves.
I mean, arguably, it's also a soldier's duty to follow orders, but sure, your thing's good too.
All right, Brits, we've talked. We're not bringing her out, so you're gonna have to come in and get her.
I mean, you could have pretended that you were gonna give her up and then tried to get the drop on them, but sure, this works too. I'm no military tactician, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say maybe it's a bad idea to stand in front of the window in the house that's being riddled by bullets. Have you guys considered shooting back at some point? No, really, is the strategy here just to wait for them to run out of ammo? For that matter, why are they just standing out in the open with no cover whatsoever? They have a bazooka? Why would you not lead with that? Why waste thousands of rounds of ammunition shooting the brick wall of a building? Blow a hole in it first, and then shoot the people inside.
We gotta get out of here. Any ideas?
Let's go at the back way. I know the forest.
Why would you not ask that question before half your men got mowed down? And I would accept the answer because we were shooting back at them in their horribly undefended positions, but you weren't doing that. Boss, I don't want to criticize your technique, but maybe it would have worked better if you shot through the window and exploded inside. No, okay, well, this is good too, I guess. Thanks for putting a hole in that building. I mean, we can't reach the hole. It's no good to us to get in by. But it is there, and it wasn't before. And that's an example of your superior leadership. I really want to say what an honor it is to be working with you, sir.
All right, mind your footing, everyone down here.
Guys, I'm trying, but I just cannot come up with any more lumberyard jokes.
Einen von ihnen wurde erschossen.
Yeah, give yourself a big pat on the back. You outnumber them 2-1, and you got one of them. That's really gonna even those odds out now. All right, just a second, but I very gingerly step down one. There we go.
Können Sie nicht entkommen lassen.
If they win this game of hide and seek, we'll never hear the end of it back at the office. Hey, French lady, have you tried not running like a camel? I mean, you have done running before, right? This isn't your first time? Because the way you're putting your legs in front of each other, it's not a normal human thing.
Sir, he's not doing so well.
Is that related to the fact that he's been shot, or is it because you just dropped him on the ground like a stack of potatoes?
You said we could be heroes.
If just for one day.
I'll get her to safety. You tell my son what I did. You tell him I was a hero.
So you're saying don't tell him that you bled out in the forest without doing a single thing to help the mission. Got it.
You tell her that I loved her the minute I ever laid eyes on her.
But in the years past that moment, I've really come to despise her.
You keep the promise.
You tell her that. Guys, the Germans weren't that far behind. Do you really have time to let this guy have his dramatic death scene? They're gonna catch up. Why is he standing up? Doesn't anyone in this movie understand taking cover? I know you're gonna die already, but geez, give yourself a chance to shoot as many of them as you can.
Er ist tot. 2 Männer.
Captain, I just want to say it's a little bit insulting that we've been in this unit for 3 months together and you still haven't learned our names.
And so Thomas died with nothing but his lucky grenade to bring him solace.
That'll slow him down, but it won't stop him.
I mean, it'll probably stop the guys that got blown up by the grenade.
Nothing will stop them. Be sure and conserve water.
No more leaving the faucet running when you brush your teeth. And those long showers have to stop, Jenkins.
These blisters are killing.
Sir, I've got ammunition here.
Stop! Stop! Freeze, King!
Alright, well, looks like you're screwed, so just hold still for a second while we all stand back.
We're gonna get you out of this. But you have to absolutely not budge in the slightest.
Yes, sir.
You might think that this scene is adding tension to the film, and arguably you're right, but it also serves 0 point to the plot. It's just padding out the runtime, like 90% of the other scenes in this movie are. Wait a minute. The way this is cut together, I can't tell. Are the Nazis walking up on them in the clearing right now? Or are they somewhere else in the woods? You gotta be more specific, movie. You gotta give me some landmarks to work with or something.
I'm never going to be with a woman now, am I, sir?
Dude, are you for serious right now? You're about to be blown into little pieces and that's what you're worried about?
We've got to do something.
I know a couple of hookers in the area.
He's already struggling. Those Nazis can't be too far back.
You wanna bet?
If we had something to dampen the blast, then that would be a fine thing, but any branches we might find would just add to the shrapnel.
You guys know I can hear you talking about my impending demise over here, right?
Over here we can deduce the blast radius. What our best chances are.
Yeah, get out your protractor and your slide rule. Let's really figure this thing out. There's no hurry.
Here's what we're going to do, Mr. King.
Remember when I told you not to move 5 minutes ago? We're gonna do the opposite of that.
What did you say?
Tackle you, King. It's our only option.
Our linebackers weren't able to put enough pressure on the quarterback, so now we have to stop you from getting to the end zone.
Well, I'll take care of this.
None
Don't
of
worry
us
about
is
it.
going to die, King.
One of you already did. I kind of feel like you're over-promising here, my man. Sounds like that explosion came from about half a mile away. Which is weird, because the editing made it look like we were way closer than that.
You alright?
What? I can't hear you! Are you alright?
What's the diagnosis, man?
Well, you've got a stick in your leg.
You've got not much bleeding because it's an impalement.
Have we invented tetanus shots yet?
Could have lacerated your
Because we're going to
femoral
need to get
artery.
on that.
It'll bleed to death internally.
It turns out internal bleeding is way cheaper for the
That-
makeup department,
Oh,
so
you
that's a
know.
plus.
If I just plug this hole.
That's what she said.
Just do as little as you need to, Harris. We don't have much time. That's an order.
That too.
The house is not far off, sir.
Can you walk?
Because we need to hurry. The editors of the film could let the Nazis catch up with us at any time. All right, men, walk a little more slowly, just in case they haven't had time to get away yet. Hi guys, I'm a World War II era machine gun. This is what the world looks like from my point of view.
Einer von ihnen ist verletzt. Sie müssen nah sein.
They would be closer if you weren't walking like a grandma with a double hip replacement.
Sehr nah. Es gibt einige Häuser in der Nähe.
We need your help to find out what that number is.
Sie gehen dort.
Count the houses with me. 1, 2, 3. Meanwhile, Stanley was putting the finishing touches on his diorama of the French countryside. Let me just put my gun in. Oh, dang it, it fell over. Hey, do we want to do another take there? No? Okay, cool. Don't forget, guys, the Nazis are right on their tail. Any second now, there's gonna be machine gun fire and explosions and just all kinds of peril. You just hang in there, it's coming.
Okay, this is going to add
I wish I had some whiskey.
I never touched the stuff.
No, not for you, for me. Do you mind if I touch your wood? Remember when these guys had like a 30-second head start on the guys who were chasing them? And then they had to stop because that one guy was hurt. And then they had to stop again because that other guy was on the landmine. And then this guy had a stick in his leg. And they're still like 30 minutes ahead of the Nazis? How is that even happening?
You've really never been with a woman.
That depends. Does my sister count?
Well, I mean, I've kissed them, lots of them,
But I have bad breath.
No, not all the way. To me, it's not just about sex.
This is what it's come to. They've decided to construct an entire movie filled with nothing but padding, and this is where we've been led to. I'm not a fan. Oh, hey, we finally have some action in this movie. None of our main characters are part of the action, but at least stuff is blowing up. That's an improvement, I think.
Repeat, what is your sitrep?
We're at a safe house outside the drop coordinates, approximately 4 miles northwest.
We feel completely safe sharing that information over the open airwaves.
What's your situation?
Oh man, don't you hate it when Dad picks up on the other line when you're trying to talk to your girlfriend? So, we're not technically invited, but I heard about this party on Facebook and Jessica's supposed to be there, so don't make me look like a fool, okay? Ah yes, the infamous black Sharpie across the neck attack. Truly horrifying.
Hast du Streicher und Müller gesehen?
Nein.
Well, we'll wait till 10 and go look for him then.
Sie haben die Häuser in diesem Gebiet überprüft. Es muss da etwas geschehen sein.
If I find out someone drew on their neck with black Sharpie, I will be very upset.
Ist die Verstärkung unterwegs zum Flugplatz?
The airfield is 15 kilometers north. Merci, Luke. I'm going to try and buy you some more time.
Hey, Operation Dunkirk, you best not be thinking about killing off unnamed French resistance fighter number 2. Because he's easily my favorite character in the movie so far. So compelling with his... I'll get back to you.
Hey, Roman, do you think this hat makes me look dumb? I don't always ride a tank into town, but when I do, I sit on the top like a poorly balanced teen wolf.
It's a rather nice day for a stroll, isn't it?
What was this guy's plan? He said he was going to, and I quote, buy them some time. And then he just strolls out in front of the Germans with his gun in full view? This plan was not a good plan. This plan was a bad one. It was one of the bad plans, you guys.
And where is our French little mouse strolling to?
Oh, I guess this is in the same universe with Ratatouille. Was not expecting that, but okay.
Bring him rein.
No. Wait.
Well, I guess if his plan was to get them to spend a long time torturing him instead of following his friends, maybe it worked. You don't mind if I do my laundry while we talk, do you? My shirt has some very bad wrinkles in it. Oh, I see he's using one of those newfangled blowtorch candles. I'm starting to think this guy doesn't really want to find the Allies at all. He just enjoys having an excuse to torture people. You know, a Phillips head screwdriver isn't the best tool for this job. I personally would recommend an Allen wrench.
Lest we forget, at this exact moment, our heroes are once again hobbling slowly away from the enemy. This movie has so much padding, it opened its own chain of mattress stores This movie has so much padding that football players wear it under their uniforms. This movie has so much padding that mental institutions use it to line the walls of their cells.
Heading into the village.
Into the village, of course. Why did I not think of that?
Do I look stupid to you?
Yes?
I know that the girl is trying to escape by plane from a small airfield.
If you know where they're going, why are you torturing this guy to get him to tell us where they're going? How does any of this make any sense?
Not so stupid now, am I?
Yes, you are! Oh, don't move too fast, guys. If you hurry, you might catch up with them, and then something would happen, and we wouldn't want that, now would we?
By my calculations, we are here.
But I did flunk out of pre-algebra.
So it should be just beyond this next ridge. Take cover.
And that was the day that Lieutenant Calloway invented the idea of hiding behind stuff, and forever changed the face of warfare. Oh, guys, look! Somebody just threw this Beanie Baby off on the side of the road! I'm gonna pee on it!
Trust me, mate. These blokes will piss their pants.
Yes, we'll see about that, won't we?
I also have my doubts, considering that this guy is emptying his bladder ahead of time.
Hello, mates.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Are you serious? We're not even gonna get to see a grenade blow up in this movie? Why won't something happen? Anything!
What would you do if a big bald bastard tossed a grenade in your vehicle?
I don't know why you're gonna make it about the hair.
We're driving right along, footloose and fancy free.
Colonel Higgins, that's the third time we've driven past that piece of white fence. Are you sure you're not lost? Wow, I thought this was going to be one of those bridges too far, but it turns out the fuel economy on this truck is surprisingly good.
This should do the trick. Once we destroy it, that should slow them down, Mr. Harris.
I really think we should try my idea of putting empty police cars by the speed limit signs first, sir. Let me just use this thread to darn up the hole in my sock and we'll blow the bridge, okay? Hey, Sarge, why am I over here helping you out when the captain's doing the same job by himself with the bum leg?
How are we doing, gentlemen?
Because I'm already done, and it's just the one of me. And I had the bum leg,
A few more moments, please.
Hurry it up.
How's it going down there, chaps?
No, just spurs.
Make it quick. Where's Welcome King?
They're still under the bridge, right where they were when you yelled at them 2 seconds ago.
Drop your weapons and surrender!
Or, alternatively, you could just shoot this guy. Because like every other idiot in the movie, he doesn't know how to get behind things.
You have nowhere to go!
There's a ruddy tank.
Yeah, but none of his men are inside the tank.
It's your final warning!
It kind of negates the effectiveness of the vehicle.
Drop your weapons and surrender!
Why are you giving them a warning at all? Just shoot the Brits and take the French girl.
We'll have to go.
You vastly outnumber them. You have more vehicles, more weapons. Why are you letting them do any of this? And now there's a burning truck blocking your way. Good plan, my dude.
Get on!
Yeah, good idea. Send the soldiers ahead. Hold the tank back. We wouldn't want the giant hunk of metal that can roll over anything to get damaged, would we?
We monitored your radio transmission.
We are big fans of your Carly Rae Jepsen.
It's right. Schau mal unter die
There
Brücke.
might be trolls down there.
I do not understand how anyone could like such an inferior race.
What inferior race? There's not one single
They are like
non-Aryan
rats.
in this movie.
Don't you know this? All they have ever done was lie, steal, and cheat.
Yeah, we hate politicians too.
And you support them?
Not me, man. I voted for Gary Johnson.
We offered you a second chance.
That is not how that went down.
A chance to align with us. I would have killed every last one of you on that beach.
I am the best at beach volleyball.
And you will all die here today.
I could have shot you already, but the
Do you
movie is
realize
not
this?
long enough yet.
You disgust me!
And that's why, do you see, because you spit on me, it's disgusting. You can see why I'm disgusted by you. It's gross. I don't want your bodily fluids on my face.
I would love to kill you right here and now.
Guys, I cannot just keep making the same joke about padding over and over again. Give me a different problem to work with.
Now, I will ask you one simple question.
Have you got milk? No! Of all the poorly developed characters in this movie, why did it have to be that poorly developed character that got shot unexpectedly?
Fun!
That was it? That was the big explosion? The grand showdown that this whole movie has been leading toward? And it didn't even take out the bridge?
Even stormtroopers have better aim than these guys. Can't hit the dude standing full in front of you at point blank range? Man, that guy in the back really needs to lay off the bratwurst. You sure you don't want to stop and take a 5-minute rest? There's probably time. They're not really right close behind you. This is the trick of the editing. And I'm just out for a leisurely jog. Meanwhile, Sergeant Walker takes cover behind a curtain rod. Seriously, my dude, that is not how hiding behind a tree works. You need a bigger tree.
You will not escape. You will not get away.
That's what escape means.
Surrender, Brits. How are we doing that?
1 minute.
How does the fox chase the rabbit around the tree and down the hole? Or is it through the pond first? Wait. No, that's a sheep shank. It's not out of bullets or anything. They've just been here so long that gun went out of style. You really got to appreciate how well-fed the German army was in the early days of World War II. And in the springtime, migrant German workers are trucked in to work in the fields.
Where's the plane? They're supposed to be here.
Oh no! They're pinned down in an open field with nowhere to take cover! Fun fact about World War II, nobody ever actually shot each other with their guns. There was just a lot of Mexican standoffs until the Germans finally gave up. Hollywood just glamorizes the whole thing.
You have nowhere to go.
We could shoot you now, but for some reason we're not going to.
We're out of ammo, sir.
I have 1 magazine left.
But it's the New Yorker, and the cartoon this month is amazing.
Drop your weapons. Do it now.
Don't make me count to dry. 1, 2, 2 and a half, 2 3/4.
It wasn't supposed to end like this.
Yeah, we sent a memo to the screenwriter, but he's not returning our
Fire!
calls.
I'll try.
Wait, seriously?
Look.
That was just a joke.
Dude, where are you going? What are they gonna do? Bomb the gun out of your hand? Strafe the wide open field where you're standing right next to the people that they're supposed to be protecting?
Oh, right, I forgot. This movie's stupid.
You know what's really narratively satisfying? Building up a villain and giving every named character in the movie a reason to hate him, and then having him killed by an unnamed, unseen character from off-screen. Audiences love that.
We did it.
You didn't do diddly. You stayed alive until the planes could shoot everybody. It's not an accomplishment.
Let's get out of that plane.
All right, everybody, climb on the wings. There's room if you don't crowd each other.
But thank you for my life.
I just hope it was worth it, love.
Just so you know, I was bluffing about having that algorithm this whole time.
And that was Operation Dunkirk. Padding, 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 Paddington Bear, and then more padding. It looks okay. It doesn't look great, but it's shot pretty competently. There's a few editing gaffes in there, but yeah. Special effects, real World War II uniforms, some cool World War II era looking vehicles. I'll give it some points for all that stuff, but it's just boring. I hate it when these films are boring. It's just an hour and a half of Nazis chasing these guys around the woods, and then the movie ends. Nobody even kills anybody else within the plot. The main bad guy gets shot from off screen by a faceless pilot. There is no narrative satisfaction to be had at any level. It's just disappointing. That's it. That's all I've got for this week. Thanks you guys for watching. Until next time, remember, bringing up that you're a virgin is a perfectly normal thing to do in casual conversation. Take care, guys.